5 Eyewitness News Studios, it's Twin Cities Live with your hosts, Elizabeth Reese and Chris Egert.
Hey everybody, good afternoon and welcome to Twin Cities Live. We're so happy that you're here with us today. Boy, what a beautiful day in Minnesota today. Can't ask for anything better than this. And today we're going to sit down with a New York Times best-selling author whose book is being turned into a TV show you may see right here on 5 Eyewitness News. Everyone is obsessed with this book. And the concept is kind of odd. The returned people who have died coming back into your life. But it's very interesting.
And they're not zombies. They just show up. It's great. I started reading it last night.
Yeah, do you love it?
I do.
Oh, good.
I'm not giving this back to him.
I don't think he'll take it. I think he would love for you to keep it. Plus, we all know about layering sweaters and jackets in the fall. Today, we're going to learn how to layer jewelry. I know this is going to shock you a little bit, but you can layer earrings.
Shut up.
No, I will not shut up.
All right.
Continue to talk for the whole hour.
I'm just kidding. I didn't really mean that in a little sense.
I know.
Hey, and speaking of getting dressed up, today we're giving a special makeover to a woman who puts her life on the line for her community every single day. She's a St. Paul firefighter.
Oh, we love firefighters.
And we showed up to surprise her with a brand new look. Of course, today is September 11th, a day that we especially want to show our appreciation for the firefighters, police officers, first responders who keep us safe each and every day.
Yeah, you know, I watched, just in watching the news this morning, you see some of those moments of all across the country and some of the places, of course, that were directly affected by 9/11. And boy, you know, it's the 12th anniversary. And it's unbelievable how it is still, and of course, it's important that it is still that emotional. Yeah. I mean, it is so emotional every single year. And I always find that I kind of watch some of the coverage and think, okay, yep, I understand that this is September 11th. I know this is coming, but it takes you over every time. And I always get a little choked up.
We wanted to show you a time-lapse video to kind of show you exactly how this progress has been going on One World Trade Center, which is really cool. So this basically, the video you're seeing here is over the course of 2006 until right now. So they've been working on this building for several years now, which is very cool. It was called the Freedom Tower,
right?
But now they're calling it the One World Trade Center.
Yeah, it's been kind of a back and forth about the name.
Yes. Construction started fall of 2006. It will be the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere, the 4th tallest building in the world.
Oh my gosh, so you can watch that. What, that's got to be about 60 seconds of the whole,
Isn't that crazy?
Of the whole thing.
That many years, but I thought it was cool to show that. And, you know, we have, as a country, we've come back slowly but surely.
And if you can ever go there and have the chance to be there and, you know, kind of soak it all in, and it's definitely an incredible place with a big spirit. So, of course, we honor all firefighters and police officers who work so hard to keep us safe every day. And on September 11th, I think we're all especially reminded of that. And so here on Twin Cities Live, we're going to do it with a little makeover fun.
How's that sound? That's right. We're going to give a firefighter a makeover.
We are. Nice. Okay, so earlier today,
you had a busy day.
I had to run an errand, and this is the thing. So Jay and I had to go and get our marriage license because we're getting married next Saturday. And there's like all these rules about this, you guys. First of all, these places are only open during the day when you have to go to like the county clerk's office. It's not like they do like late night snack hours.
Which would be very helpful.
So I've got to like figure out and arrange the whole schedule so that we can go during the day and go and get the license. And we're getting married about an hour away, so it was a little bit of a hike to get there and get the license. So we sit down and I like obsessively read all the requirements of everything that you have to bring because I'm like petrified of getting there and having no time. You have to have 6 days to be able to issue the license, but it can't be issued more than 30 days before your actual wedding date. So it's like this whole timing strategy. So I'm reading all of the requirements, and then I start reading about the relationships. Like, so in Wisconsin, they ask you, you can be second cousins to get married, but you can't be first cousins except for under special circumstances. So then I started wondering, like, what are these special circumstances? So I get to the woman today. Yeah, so I'm sitting in the clerk's office and I'm like sitting there and I've got my birth certificate and Jay had to hunt down his birth certificate. We had to find all this stuff so that we make sure that we have it. And so we go in and she says, and the woman says, and I don't know why I thought this was kind of funny, but she says with a straight face, are you two related? And I was like, no, we're not, but I did read about the requirements. And I said, so in what special circumstances are first cousins allowed to be married? Question. And this is only for the state of Wisconsin. I didn't even research what Minnesota's are. And she said, you have to prove that you're sterile. You have to prove that you are sterile and if you are first cousins in order to get married. And I don't know why, again, I apparently laugh when I get uncomfortable because I was like laughing and found this to be quite amusing. And then everyone was laughing, but it was kind of awkward. So then she...
I want to know more about this test.
Yeah. I don't know what you have to do. Do you have to come with a doctor's note? Do you have to come in? Do you have to be like over a certain age? I don't know. I don't know. So...
I mean, I know what you have to do.
Well, yes. Thank you. Thank you. So we didn't have to deal with that.
Well,
but then she gives us all the paperwork. So then it's like, okay, then they check your spelling on everything 50 times to make sure that it's all correct, which I very much appreciate. They were very thorough. So we're checking all this stuff. And then she hands me this packet of information that is like, okay, within 3 days of your ceremony, my dad is performing our ceremony. So your dad needs to send this in. So, you know, and all this stuff. And then she goes, and then by law, I'm required to give you this sheet of paper. And it's a sheet of paper on the dangers of fetal alcohol syndrome. And I am well aware that that's very dangerous, but I was like, I said, lady, we haven't even gotten married yet and you're already pushing the kid thing on us. And she was laughing. She's like, listen, I just have to do this because of the law. And then Jay and I were talking about it. And
Are you sure you're not getting married in Kentucky?
I don't know what's going on, but I said, I guess you sort of understand, like, what's the interest of the state here? They don't want us to be inbreeding and they don't want us to have unhealthy babies. And so, therefore, I was highly educated.
What do you mean I can't marry my cousin, Pa? We're in love. You know that?
I don't know. I'm sure there are some cousins that are happily married.
The second cousin, though, is totally game on.
Second cousin's fine. First cousin, not okay unless you're sterile.
You don't even have to take the sterility test. It's just marry up your second cousin.
And how
you're not really related.
By
the time you're a second cousin, you're not really related anymore.
No,
anyway,
no. Anyway, it was really fascinating. So these are the things that I learned on this marriage journey that I didn't know. And apparently, the state of Wisconsin is already interested in us having children. So,
well, that's,
you know, whatever.
I know.
It's like you. That's like what I hear about from you all the time.
Right.
Okay, another thing that I'm very excited about this fall, I always get very excited for the fall foods, the things you can only get in the fall.
Somebody saw I saw yesterday on Facebook, a friend of mine saw a Christmas ad yesterday already.
Okay, no. Seriously?
Yes.
Okay, well, I know I'm not the only one who gets excited about the pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks. This is a big deal. It came out September 3rd. So this, I wanted to thank you so much, Mike. I wanted to have our first pumpkin spice latte together of the season. Okay. Cheers. I like to open it.
You have to look at it. It's orange.
Yeah, it is. They always look gross.
I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm. You know, I've never looked at it either. It looks gross, but it's not.
It looks like it's delicious. Cup of gravy.
Can you see it, you guys?
I can't.
Sorry, I don't want to tilt so that I can. Oh, see? You can kind of see it. Yeah, it doesn't look great, but it tastes great. So people get very excited about this. And what was interesting is I started looking into some of these different foods, Chris.
That actually, I've never had, you believe it or not, I lived in Seattle for 5 years.
Whoa.
Where there's a Starbucks every 20 feet. I've never had that before.
Really?
It would be good with some Cool Whip.
So it's interesting that these companies find that these kind of limited edition things, like the pumpkin spice latte, they're huge. I mean, they are going gangbusters, and like people get so excited about it. Yes, sort of. But they also said that it's interesting when something is limited edition. I found this article that talked about limited edition things make us, just by instinct, want as much as possible.
It's great marketing.
Like, then it's like, oh my gosh, it's only available for now to now. I must consume as much as possible.
Again, the model by which all these things are crafted after is the McRib. It is.
You're ruining my pumpkin fall stuff. Okay, then here's the next thing. And I consider myself a little bit of a connoisseur of pumpkin beer, okay? Pumpkin ales are a huge deal. Thank you, Mike.
Turning around.
So this is called the Pumpkin. All right, and it's from Southern Tier Brewing Company. And I try every pumpkin beer I find at a bar.
Okay.
I kid you not, this is the best one. And I was reading about this, that it's gotten so popular that they had to produce more this year than they did in 2011 and 2012 alone. Huh. I mean, together, combined. Okay, so try it out. Okay. Do you like pumpkin beer?
I don't.
Okay.
My wife likes it. I
hope you like it.
But then again, I didn't like pumpkin spice latte until 20 seconds ago.
Oh my gosh, it's the best pumpkin beer. So our friends at Haskell's have tons of it. Ted said, right, Mike? They have tons of it. So I make Jay run around and search and find this for me, and he already went to Haskell's and got some. Okay, so what would you eat it with? You don't. You just enjoy it on its own. Next to your pumpkins. Okay, you maybe would enjoy it with the next thing I want to show you.
No, it's not bad.
Okay, I think it's really good. Ask Kate to try it. These are brand new, you guys. This is brand new to the pumpkin market this year. Pumpkin spice M&Ms. Say what? Say what, little pumpkin-y M&M? Okay.
Look at him. They turn him into a pumpkin, and he's about to be eaten, and look how sad he is.
Well, I know.
Why do they make them talk, by the way? I don't want to eat something.
I agree. It does kind of get weird.
Right.
But they're available at Target, and these are brand new, and so they are, I don't know. I think that I don't know what's exactly in them that makes them pumpkin spice, artificial flavors.
Have you tried them yet?
Yeah, I did. Now you try it. I'm going to tell you, I wasn't going nuts over these. I love the idea and the concept, and I think some people might like them. But it wasn't really for me. What do you think? Thoughts? I love having...
Actually, the pumpkin spice, I taste the chocolate more than I taste anything.
Yeah.
I don't, the pumpkin flavors kind of...
Okay, but they're available.
They're okay.
So these are...
You know, imagine if they made McRib M&Ms.
Where are we going with the McRib?
You know how good that would be?
Why is the McRib everywhere? What's happening here?
I'm sorry, you brought up the limited time only, and that's what I automatically think of.
I'm going to tell you something. If I had this lineup of beverages to start off this show, a pumpkin spice latte, a pumpkin beer, and a water every day, things would be a lot better.
Well, these are apparently pretty good because Danny, who's running camera 12 right here.
Yeah?
If we could show him.
And what's he doing?
Danny, would you reach into your front pocket there for a second?
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're gone now. Oh, okay. So up until about 10 minutes ago, Danny was shoving these things in his pockets like a squirrel.
You can have some more, Danny. Come on over. Come on over, buddy. Come on and get some.
Danny, do you want some? Do you want some more? We'll save them for you.
So anyway, pumpkin spice is limited time only. Use your instincts and just hoard as much of it as possible because you can't get this stuff all year round.
So speaking of weird food stuff, since we're on the subject today, there is a new thing that has basically hit the shelves today. It's called Beyond Eggs.
What is it?
It is Beyond Eggs. It's beyond me, too.
Well, thank you.
Is
it
selling
involved
it
a
at Whole
McRib?
Foods.
Please don't bring up the McRib again.
So it's at Whole Foods, and they would never have a McRib. Too fancy for them. So basically, it's an egg powder. And it's an egg powder that they're using. It's a special blend of plants, including peas and beans. They're using it in baking, cookies, cakes, mayonnaise.
Oh.
It still cannot replicate scrambled eggs, however. But this is really...
I would say by looking at that powdery stuff that scrambled eggs might be a stretch.
Well, I mean, this is a really big deal. It's being backed by the guy behind PayPal, Peter Thiel, and Microsoft's Bill Gates. Okay. Because they're thinking that this could end up being a deal where you go into different parts of the world where they don't have the same kind of access.
Oh, sure.
So basically the egg powder, they can use it for cooking and all sorts of stuff. So this is available now. I hope your chickens aren't...
They're not threatened.
Put out?
No, they're not. They feel great about them. They're fine. See? Did you hear them? They feel fine. I think this is interesting, though. I mean, there are people who are egg intolerant, and it's very sad for them. I mean, and some people who are dealing with, like, a lot of allergies. Like, if you can't have eggs and gluten and dairy, I mean, sometimes going out to eat is, like, a bit of a pain. I mean, so having some things where you can have options is a good thing. Although I'm not going to replace my chickens with that powdery stuff.
You just grow peas and beans in your backyard, and then you could just get a thing and crank it out, and there you go. Don't marry your cousin. No, okay. That's what we're taking away from this first segment today.
And I'm going to get us out of this. Let's say congratulations to Jennifer Haluska of Patterson. Oh, Haluska Patterson of Spring Park. She's today's Facebook fan of the day. Sorry, Jennifer, I was a little slow on that. Need a little more pumpkin spice latte. She's today's Facebook fan of the day, presented by Ashley Furniture, that is. And Spring Park is surrounded by Lake Minnetonka and just east of Mound. And Jennifer's mom to two teenage girls, Carly and Shelby. Cute mom.
Click the contest logo on our Facebook page and enter for your chance to win a pretty sweet Twin Cities Live t-shirt. And while you're on our Facebook page, sign up by 9 a.m. on Friday for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see comedian Nick Griffin at the Mystic Comedy Club at Mystic Lake Casino this weekend. Nick has been on The Late Show with David Letterman 9 times.
Wow.
Along with appearances on Conan. He's been on Comedy Central. Nick has shows Fridays and Saturday nights, and they are for mature audiences only.
Okay, if you had to pick the latte, the beer, or the M&Ms, what's the best fall thing I brought to you?
The coffee first.
Okay.
Beer second.
Okay.
McRib third, and then these fourth. Can I rate your story about marrying your cousin in there? Because that is number one.
Thank you.
We should talk about that all the time. Still to come on Twin Cities Live, the return is on the New York Times bestseller list, and the author's here to talk about its success and how you might be able to see the story on your TV screen soon.
Plus, we give a St. Paul firefighter a whole new look.
Coming up, we turn a St. Paul firefighter who was also a mom of 3 little ones into a smoking hot lady. We'll show you her transformation next.